All right, guys. Junior offensive lineman Tyler Cappy, and we'll go ahead and turn it over for questions.
Tyler, what does it mean just to be able to play for the Sun Belt West title this week? What does it mean to you?
Oh, it's everything. Beginning of the season, that's all we dreamed about. Everybody wrote it down, like our 3 goals, and that was one of them. And we just got to play hard, get better, and go play.
Talk about what you have seen of Southern Miss on tape.
Well, we haven't looked at them. We're going to look at them today, but I know their offense is pretty good, and their defense, they have their turnovers are double digits. So we just got to, game plan them really good and then just play hard, hit them pretty good.
Tyler, you guys obviously, as an offensive line, had some struggles in those 2 losses. How did you guys feel like you corrected those on Saturday?
Well, I think it's because of Coach Parker. Like, after 2 losses, we're in our dark room and we blame each other, do a bunch of stuff. Like, we were just in a bad spot, and Coach Parker really brought us back, put us back on our feet, and then we had our confidence back. We game planned better. We practiced harder, and the results, it shows.
How much of a confidence boost do you think it was for Goose just to get back out there, start the game, and have a career high in passing yards?
Oh yeah, that's what he needed to get his swagger back. He's always been good. I'm not saying he's just the way he operates, the way he in the huddle. He has his when he makes a throw, you can tell that he's got what he needs to play.
Cap, you've been thrown. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to ask, how do you guys get the run game going?
One of the most important things for us is just to move the line of scrimmage. We just got to play vertical. I think this game and the last 2 games we've been kind of pitter-patter, trying to feel it out, trying to be exactly right. And I think what we need to do is just hit the guy as hard as we can and just move him and then just operate like we need to be, and then we'll get it going.
Cap, you've been thrown into some situations in your career. Having to start at Iowa last year, coming in one play at Texas State and having to finish that whole game, and then getting the confidence of the coaches to come in and start the game this past week. Just talk about the progression of your career and where you've come from as a walk-on coming in here, and now at the end of the season starting key meaningful games at center.
Yeah, it all comes to Coach Carbine. He's always believed in me, and as a former walk-on, he walks me through what I need to do, and he prepares me so well. He texts me like exactly the looks and everything, and to be to be where I'm at, I'm really grateful. I'm thankful for everybody, that all the coaches before and the coaches now, that put me in a spot where I can succeed, and the opportunity they gave me, it's everything I wanted.
You got guys like Eli and Matt Henry who played a lot of football in front of you, especially Eli, to be unselfish. He's moved from center to guard and now slid out and played tackle. Just to have guys like that to kind of lean on. What it's like to have teammates like that? It's
incredible. He's one of the core members of our O-line. Like, without him, we'd really fall apart. He helps everyone. He helps with technique, our mindset, our IDs, like everything we need to look at, how to function. He's the one. He helps a lot, and he helps us grow. He makes us better. And same with Matt. He helps us in a different way. His aggression, his strength, his mentality, it just fires us up. When we're in the huddle and he's like all mad and just gets us riled up, and then the next play we just hit him hard, and that's what we need.
Anything else for Cap? All right, perfect. You're off the hook.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate that. Senior safety. We'll go ahead and turn it over to questions.
David, you've obviously played in a lot of big games in your career at Georgia. What advice do you have for your teammates this week that, maybe have not played in a big game like this before for a conference title appearance?
Just stay with the team. Don't focus on the surrounding activities, you know, with that being the crowd, the fans, the refs, you know, just be us, play ball, stick together.
What has it been like for you guys, I know it's early in the week, but for yesterday and early today, what has it been like for you guys knowing y'all get ready to play for a potential conference championship?
You know, it's exciting. It's just another game, though, at the end of the day. We got to prepare like we've always prepared. Take it 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 practice at a time.
David, when you came to Troy, is this what you thought it would be?
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
In terms of just, did you think that you'd have an opportunity to play for games like this?
Yes, sir. I did my research before coming in, you know, Coach Parker, the coaches before, but, you know, I came here to give my, how do I say that? To contribute to my role, man. Just be the player that I am, you know, help support the team, help the team get to where they want to be.
Have you had much chance to look at Southern Miss on video yet?
Me personally, I have not. No, sir.
Okay, okay.
Just generally speaking, why has this defense worked this year? You guys have a good blend of guys that have been here, like Jordan and Devin, and then some transfers like you and Kalina that have just kind of fit in really well. Why has it worked?
I believe it started on, I believe, January 14th. That's when everything kind of got rolling here. We connected as a team. You know, we came in, we started talking to each other. We played with each other through fall camp, spring ball. Kind of got that communication aspect going. Everybody does their job, you know. Everybody does their job. That's 11 jobs done correctly. You know, next to the next play.
You guys have been one of the best red zone defenses in the country. I think it's 48%, limiting them to not, you know, the touchdown percentage, which is top 15 in the country, and then I think you're top 25 in the country, something like that, in overall scoring. Just what's the mentality of the defense when teams get inside that 20-yard line, inside that red zone, to make sure you either keep them off the scoreboard completely or just hold them to a field goal?
You know, obviously we want to limit the offense to as many points as possible. You know, even if that's just holding them to 3, that's a win for us. You can only do so much with 3 points every drive. You know.